Hey guys, it's Travis Legletter, Extension Weed Scientist at the University of Kentucky. What I want to talk about today is paraquat drift onto corn. Now there's a couple things we can look at here that tells us that this was a contact herbicide injury, more than likely paraquat, and that it was drift. Now one of the first things that we look at here is you can see the field on the left, that's the one that was injured, and the field on the right is the one that was sprayed and intentionally sprayed, and in between there's a fence row. And in this fence row, if we look in here, you can see the weeds in this fence row are all expressing symptoms of injury or necrosis on the tips of the leaves, and that necrotic spotting that's typical of a contact type herbicide. And you can see that even a big pokeweed there that has some injury. Now the other thing that lets us know that this is likely drift is this field in question, or a field that's injured. Right on the edge here, the corn shows the most severity of injury, and as we move away or walk away, the injury gets less and less as we move away from the field. And for brevity, you're going to have to believe me that this injury does get less and less. And you can see how green it is over there on that side of the field as compared to over here. You have a lot of necrosis. Now the other thing we can look at, or the other thing that's kind of unique about corn and contact herbicides, at least for drift, is we can tell exactly when it happened, and we can tell that it was a contact based on the injury on the plant. So on this plant here, you can see the lowest leaf was exposed at the time of application. We have necrosis, necrotic spotting all along it. The next leaf up, the same thing. This leaf here, the necrotic spotting or necrosis, complete necrosis is only on the tip. And down here, we're still pretty green. The next leaf up, we're green all the way up except for the tip. And then this leaf here, the newest leaves are completely uninjured. So that tells us that these leaves were in the whorl. Most of this leaf was in the whorl, and part of this leaf was in the whorl at the time of application, or the time of the drift event. And so we can really tell you exactly when this happened. We can tell you it is a contact type injury. Now the other thing, and the question that I'm always going to ask is this corn going to survive? And yes, it will. With this contact injury, it will survive. The growing point's uninjured. It's going to continue to grow. It's ugly. Nobody likes it, but this corn will come out of this. Until next time, thanks for tuning in.